Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, online. Good evening, people came. Good morning. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah. Good morning. Since morning, I'm good morning only for everyone. Sorry, a little bit got delayed because the previous batch there were some questions and all. Yeah. So I didn't set up yet. Okay. So hope everyone are doing good and really good to see you all here. And thank you for accepting my request and coming to the class at this time. Uh, as I told you, the holidays, please don't get fixed about that holidays, right? So it might prepone also. So based on my this, yeah. But let's jump on. What did we discuss in our last class? Playbooks. Did you practice? Done, na? हो गया? मजा आ गया? Yeah, it will take time because I have uh, yeah. So is it- yeah. So because I have experience of writing the playbooks, right? So, but for you, so one by one, you need to take it and then where spaces and then you need to take care of it. But that's fine. But if you do one, two, three times, that's why yesterday, how many playbooks we wrote? For playbooks, right? Today also we'll keep on writing the playbooks, but until you get familiar and then get experience, after that it will be easy for you. But after practice is good, went well, right? Nice. How about you online? Have you tried? Okay. So let me share my screen first. Nice. Okay. So what we're going to do is, again, we need to set up the machines or not. But yesterday I set up 3 machines, but today I'll go with 2 enough, no? One master, one slave is fine, right? Why to spend more time? So, but what I do is, let's quickly terminate all these things which I have used and then go ahead and then launch the machines. Online tutors, did you practice playbooks? Can you please respond? Done, Dinesh and Kalyani, Sravanti, Tausif. Very good. Chandan. Yeah, good. I have played with your name. My name, 7:30. Okay. How many machines are launching here? 2 machines. I'll go and click on here. Launch. So will you tell me fatafat how to set up SSH keys at least now? Huh? Hmm. We call this as Ansible master. Ansible. Hmm? client. Okay. Let's connect. Subhash, done na playbooks? Let's connect. Wait, Dinesh. We'll write one by one. Okay. When have you done the practice? Morning or night? Night, huh? You didn't, that curiosity, huh? I know, that excitement. Uh, I was thinking, these guys, we are owl, huh? Okay, like, but working in the night, that maza is different. True, no? Because whenever I want to research, I used to sit at night, no, no disturbance, nothing, quiet silence, and your mind will work like anything. And all the notepads, no notes, and all that what I have designed, it's nights only. With a cup of coffee. But yeah, coffee is good, but something else is not good. Lately realized. Okay. With green tea, correct. Nice green tea. Okay. So let's configure. First, host name, CTL, set hyphen host name. I call it as a master, Ansible master. Okay. I call it as master sudo hyphen I. So, and then this one, host name, CTL, set hyphen host name. I call it as client sudo hyphen I. So now we need to do it multiple things, right? So what is the first thing? Before that, we need to install, right? Ansible. So let's install this guy. Should I tell you, every day I have many batches, right? But I'll be interestingly, personally waiting for your batch only. Yeah, new things, right? One of the powerful batch. So let's install. Yeah, done. Wow, super. Ansible is ready. Okay, now what we do? Multi-exec and then, okay, password. Which one? Root. Yeah, thank you, Nadeem bhai. So root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next, VI, ATC, SSH, SSHD underscore config. And which line? 38. 38. And then another one? 61. Nice. Next. Bolo. Command bolo, bhai. System here. Restart. SSD. Status nango, right? So if you want the host name minus I, we need that IP addresses, right? Now what we do? Exit. And then what we do? Huh? SSH hyphen keygen. Then SSH copy ID root at the rate. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next. Yesterday also you got stuck here. Inventory file. बोलो. VI. etc. Ansible. बोलो 3 बार बोलो. It is slash Ansible slash host file. One more time. Remember in interview they'll ask where is the host file? What is the path? So you need to remember because this is the most common thing we use, right? So go inside it and then I'll add the, you can directly add anything or else you can group it also if required, right? So I group it as servers or what you call prod, your wish. And then here I need to give the private IP here. Correct or no? 21. I grouped it. Okay, Nana. So now, yesterday, if you remember, what are the things that we have done? Just a quick recap. So first playbook. Okay. Can you tell me what are the modules that you know? Oh, Dinesh did something. Oh, okay, fine. I'll copy it. We'll do that. M is one, service, user, copy. Very good. Debug. Ping. That's all. Okay, fine. So based on Dinesh request, let's copy what he wrote. No errors, no? VI, which one? Playbook 1.yaml. So he copied. So, okay. So how to do that? Ansible hyphen playbook PB1. Okay. So maybe copy paste syntax issue, but I understand Dinesh. Thank you for that. So he has put something called Riaz. You're shouting at night. Also, he might be shouting outside. Cat, which one you want me to cat? Acha, cat PB1, Oh, acha. Oh, this big. Oh, arre वाह यार. Nice, no? Yes. Oh, nice. Thank you, Dinesh. DNA. Nice. Thank you, Dinesh. Okay. So, quickly, yesterday what we did, so we created the playbook and we have tested the connectivity. And also what we did, tell me this. So we have installed the Apache and then we know how to print the message. And then we have installed the Apache and then we have started the service. And then we have installed the Git Docker and we have started the service. And then we have created the user and copied the files from local to remote server, right? And then I already told you the color codes. Yellow meaning it has changed successfully, changed, right? Red meaning failed, green meaning already executed, blue meaning skipped. So gather facts. So whenever I just removed, okay. So here gather facts, right? So gather facts meaning it will gather the information about the client machines, right? If you don't want the gather facts, we can mention that how we have mentioned become is equal to become colon yes, right? Similarly, gather facts also you can skip it if you don't want, right? And what is this? We have uninstalled the Git and then Docker. Yes or no, guys? And then what we have here? Did you execute this? Ignore errors. So yesterday we have uninstalled Docker and then Docker service got failed, right? So if you want to ignore those kind of messages, you can put what? Ignore underscore errors is equal to, colon, true. Okay, now what we do is, as I told you, let us go and set up what? Let's write a playbook with for what? Nginx. What's that? Should we set up Nginx here? So what is my requirement is in my client machines, I need 1 second. Okay. So here my requirement is in all the client machines, I want to set up what? Nginx. I want to set up what? Nginx. Should we go and set up Nginx now? Super. Let's go. VI. Can I call it as Nginx? Dot YML. Hmm. Dash 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 hyphen name. Installing Nginx. And what we do? And starting the service. Okay. We'll install. Enough. Okay. Next. And by the way, this name description is mandatory or optional? It's optional for you. Okay. Host is important. Next one is host. Host. You can put all also, or you can put group names also. Client. Okay. Next. Become. Become is yes. Next. Task. So inside the task, we need to write it. Name. Installing. But the thing is, which to install Jenkins, what is that? Nginx. Generally, yum install -y Nginx we did in Linux. In Linux also we have done the project, right? Setting up Nginx, reverse proxies and all. So that is a Red Hat we have choose on that day. Which one? Red Hat knows Nginx. If you do yum install Nginx, Red Hat will install it because every operating system has repositories in the backend, distributions, repositories. So repositories has the information about Nginx. They know the package called Nginx. But unfortunately, our Amazon Linux 2 doesn't know what is Nginx. Our Nginx package manager doesn't know what Nginx. So we need to tell to the operating system Amazon Linux 2, hey Babu, there is a Nginx repository, get it from there. So for that reason here, do you see this here? Enabling Nginx repo. What is, so there is, I'm using one more module here. What is the module? Command. So here, remember Amazon Linux extras. That is a package manager. And we are enabling which one? Nginx 1. Say that. Nginx 1. So here, I'm just copying this here. Okay. So what I'm doing here, enable Nginx repo. You understand what I'm doing it here. And what is the module? Command. And then I need to see this for a while, for a second, what it's doing. So I'm telling you that Nginx, our Amazon Linux 2 doesn't know Nginx. We are enabling the Nginx repository in the package manager. So once you enable, once you are telling, hey, Amazon Linux extras package manager, enable Nginx 1, then only you can start installing Nginx. Okay. Is it clear? So next, now you know how to install Nginx. Tell me. Name. What do you need to do? Install Nginx. Installing Nginx. Yum. Next. You can write next to what or also bottom. Your wish, wherever you want. Name here. Name. Which one? Nginx. Next. State. Present. and I want you to start the service. First, give the description. Always description is good, because if the third person is seeing your playbook, and you should say, how nicely he has written the playbook. If you directly wrote host, become, task, install, yum, अरे कौन रे भाई लिखा है इसकी dash 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 dash, right? Uh, three dash. Yeah. So hyphen name, and then what? Starting engineering. Yes, I told the real time. In real time also, what will iski dash 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 will say? Yes or no? I'm a real time guy or not? That's why I told real time things. Right? Okay, correct, Ranjan. Okay, next. What is the module? Service. Next, what's the name? Which service? Nginx. And then here, state started. And then I'm adding one more thing here called enabled. Yes. What's the meaning of enabled? Yes. That is become yes for sudo. Enabled yes meaning for auto start. What's that? Auto start. So because whenever you install the Nginx, whenever you stop and start the client machine, Nginx will be stopped or not. So check config is there, no? Check config auto start. Similarly, if you put enabled is equal to yes, so it will auto start whenever client machines restarted. Clear? You know how to write it now simply? Now what we do? Which one? Script. Become is equal to yes, Dinesh, that is for sudo. Yeah. Yes, correct. Okay. So now say it. If you want to debug, if you can so copy ping copy service debug user. Oh, now you have put Subarao. Okay. So here also, can you add the debug module and then print it? Your wish. Okay. Now how to run it? Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Nginx. Now it is installing Nginx, starting Nginx, and done. If you don't write names, you don't get the names here. See nicely here. What the first step here? Enable Nginx repo. Okay, we are enabling it. Next, installing Nginx. Next, starting Nginx service. So nicely, how this is how the best practice now. You should write it in your real time whenever you want to write a playbook. So Malika, yes, command is a module. What's the another module you have learned today? Command module here. Command. Okay. So what you did here is, okay, see here. If I go to Ansible client, copy this, put it here. We see Nginx. Understood? Nginx got set up. Now my question here is, unreachable meaning servers are reachable or not? Dinesh. So here, what I need is, I don't want that Nginx sample application. I want to deploy a real application here. Real index.html. Huh? So do you remember, should we go and create one small index.html? So we need to have the local. First, our index.html should be in local here machine. And then we will use which module to copy? Copy module to copy that index.html to the remote. Understood? So for that, what we need to have? I need to have index.html sample one. So what do we do? Let's go and generate. Let's ask whom? Let's go with ChatGPT. Let's see whether ChatGPT will give sample index.html page. Wow. It has given something. Okay. Should I copy this small one and then create a file here? vi index.html. Paste it. Okay. Give me the URL, Dinesh. Okay. Okay. See, index.html is there. Now I need to edit my playbook or not? So vi nginx. And then can you tell me here, we need to write one more task here. Name. What we need to do? Deploying a web page. Okay, this is the task. And then what's the module? Fantastic. What's the module? Copy module. And then what do we need to do? Source, no. The copy module has a source and destination. So what is the source here? Our index.html. What is the destination here? Linux. In Linux, I told you this. Does anyone, it's hard to remember, but anyone online, do you remember what is the Nginx default directory? For Apache, it is var www.html. For Nginx, anyone remember? It's very hard, but I'm telling you, see, say with me, remember, USR, share, Nginx, HTML. Very good, Hussein. Yeah. And inside this, I need to copy what? Index.html. See that what I have written the playbook. Okay. Okay now. And then I copied it. And what I need to, restart our Nginx server or not? Let's write one more task. Name. What I'm doing? Restarting. Which one? Nginx. What's the command? What's the module? Fantastic. Okay. So service and then name. Name is what? Which service? Nginx. And then state is equal to restart. With playbook, hundreds of machines, you deployed you installed Nginx and you applied the application also. No. So what we do is now, why you added index.html destination? So you need to copy with the same name, no? Somalika. So here, let's save it and then Ansible hyphen playbook Nginx. Let's see what it does. So it will deploy our application or not? See, deploying and it is restarting also. Done. So now, if I go to this guy, if I refresh, what should I get? I should get my application or not? Boom. Sample application. About you don't feel nice, good here. It is just we can give a nice coloring, everything, right? Somalika, yeah, it's a slave machine, no? It's a slave machine. Guys, hey, can you give me one sample colorful page online? Developers or anyone? Single index.html colorful page. Search and tell me. So we can replace that now index.html or not? We can redeploy it. Search and give me. But meanwhile, is it clear, guys, everyone? Online clear? Will Nginx deploy on master server also? Our website deployment will be on the master server also? Tell me. Where is our master server? This one, right? Copy it. You tell me as per the logic. Hmm? No. In host file, did we put master IP address? Then we have given the slave IP address client machine, right? So if you put the IP address of our host master, then it will be deploying it. So right? Remember that. Okay. Okay. Online, is this clear on the Nginx deployment? Nice. So if you want to remove it, instead of present, you put absent. Okay. So now we have something called another module called setup module. Say that. Setup. So this is for, it's not technical, but say that Ansible all -m setup. Say that Ansible all. When you want to run playbooks, then only Ansible -playbook. When if you want to run any ad hoc commands, then go for Ansible. Ansible all -m setup. Setup meaning the configuration. You have the client machines, right? If you want to see the configurations of machines are there. Only one. Oh, do you see such a big thing? Okay, do you see this? So Ansible all IP pure address. So this is IP address of our Ansible client or not? And if you want to see the BIOS version, if you want to see the date of the Ansible, our client machine, and if you want to see the details about whichever you want, MAC address is there, host name. This is interesting. What is it here? Host name we have given. Client only, right? So if you go to second, what is the host name? Host name. What is it here? So if you want to get the information about the client machines, then what is the module that we have? Tell me. Ansible. Which module? All -m. Which module? Setup. Which module here? Setup. In setup, it gives so much huge things, right? Instead of that, I want only specific thing. So what I can use? Can I use grep? Linux command. Grep -i. I want CPU related thing. So what it says, how many CPUs it has? Ansible processes vCPUs. How many CPUs it has? So this T2 micro, right? T2 micro has what? How many CPUs? One. And if you want to see the memory, mem. How much MB? 952 MB, 1 GB. You understand what the setup module is doing? What is setup module is doing? It will show the system information or entire information about the client machines. And then, do you see this here? This command will give the full information about all the worker nodes. For example, so if you want to see the CPU information, Ansible processes vCPUs or not? See, Ansible processes vCPUs. And if you want to see the memory, if you want to see the host, if you want to see the flavor, okay, let's say for example, we have this flavor, right? So, okay, so, or else, okay, which OS family is this? Red Hat. So can you read this here? What's the parameter? Ansible underscore OS family. So can you write a playbook with all to print all these values? Yes or no? Yes or no? So do you see this a playbook? Host, task, print a, and what is the module we are using? Debug. And do you see using debug? Can I say my server name is this, and number of CPUs is this, and memory size is this, flavor is this, and package manager is this. Can you print it or not? Let's say, because we want to spend time on this. So I'm just, I'm creating one more system dot YML. Okay. So do you see this here? If you want, what we can do? Hyphen name. What we say? Printing clients system information. And then do I need to put the dash there? Remote. So here printing information. Debug and then message. So server name is. So you should know these parameter names, right? Ansible node name. Just now I showed you. Using which module? Setup module. Using setup module, you can get the entire information and you can print it if required. Say that Ansible hyphen playbook system. You see this here? Server name is client. Number of CPUs, 1. Total memory size, this. Flavor is Red Hat. Package manager is yum. So if you want to get the entire information about all different clients, can you put it like this or not? Got it? Online? Is it clear, everyone? Nice. So now let's work on tags. What's that? Ansible tags. Say that online, put it in chat. Ansible tags. Okay. Let's create a playbook. Tell me. VI quality swag tags dot camel. Tell me. Hyphen name colon. So tags playbook. Okay, give some name. Okay. And next host. All. Next task. Okay. So what I need is I want to install Git, Docker, and create users. Git, install Git, install Docker, create users. Can you tell me the playbook for this? So what I did, tags, playbook. Okay, no problem. Okay, name. So what I'm doing, installing which one? Git. Tell me. Yum. So you can use name is equal to Git. State is equal to. Okay, na. And for this, what I'm writing what? Tags. So for this task, what is the tag that you give? Give anything. Can I call it as Git? Yes or no? How these tags will be helpful is I'll tell you. So when you're writing the playbooks, when you're executing the playbook, what's the command to execute? Ansible hyphen playbook. And then you put here what playbook name, and then you can specify the tags. If you specify the tags, only the tag will run. Only the task will run. Someone asked yesterday, or someone asked, sir, how to run only that particular task? You might have multiple tasks. I don't want all the tasks to run this. I want only particular task to run. If you want to use particular task, what we can mention? Tag. What we can mention? Tags are used for what purpose? Identification purpose. Remember AWS. So, okay. So let's use this here. Tags. Which is the tag I'm using here? So can I say that here Ansible minus hyphen playbook tags.yaml, and then what I need to put? Git. So you need to put a parameter called hyphen tags is which tag? Git. So only Git will install. Okay. Now Fatafat, tell me how to install Docker. Name. Installing Docker. Yum. And then name Docker. State. Can you write here become is equal to yes also? If not required. If you write, good. Otherwise, it's okay. Because anyways, we are running with the root only. State present. Next here is tags. Yes or no? So tag names can be anything or not. It's not mandatory to write only Docker. You can give ABC also. You can give Docker also, D also, G also, your wish. Okay. Next name. What you need to do now? Create a. Before that, you need to start the Docker service, right? Starting Docker service. Service name is equal to Docker. State is equal to started. Tags. Which start? Docker start. You can give start also, your wish. Okay, next, I want you to create what? Users. Name creating users. Next, user. Name Harshit. Harshit. Correct, no? Right. And then state. Present. Next, tags. Can I call it as user? Online Chittis is clear how to write the playbook with the tags. Wow. Ansible playbook. Which one? Tags. Hyphen tags. Which tag you want? Git. If you use get here, only which task will execute? Let's see. Gathering facts. Installing get. That's it. Yes or no? So rest everything is skipped or not? So you want to, yeah. So you want to run, install Docker and then start it. Tell me the comments. Tags, one is, I gave tag Docker only. For installing Docker only, right? Next comma and then Docker start. So see directly, did it install Git? No, right? Directly went to the tag installing Docker. And then it will install the Docker and also, yes, multiple you can give. See, I'm doing it. Starting Docker service. See, nice or not? Super. Is it clear on the tags here? But Sumalika, if order change, there is nothing to, there is no order here. But can you start the Docker without installing Docker? So that minimum common sense we need to have, right? Super. So you can use single tag also. You can use multiple tags also. Yes or no? I showed you with a single tag. I showed you with what? Multiple tags. Okay. Now, can you tell me? I need to uninstall. What I need to do? Instead of present, absent. So use command. Be a DevOps engineer. Sed -I. What you need to do? Instead of present, so say it as absent. So you need to do it for the entire file globally. Which file is that? Tags. Okay. Yes or no? And then instead of we have installing, right? I did something where installing, right? Installing. After installing, what you need to write? global, uninstalling. Okay. So now run the playbook. Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Tags hyphen hyphen tags. What I need to, what do you want me to uninstall now? Git, Docker, which one? Docker? As the single one. See, uninstalling, Docker, uninstalled. So you want to uninstall what? Git. Guys, understood everyone now? Tags, super concept, right? So in real time also, these tags, if you, people don't follow the best practices. If you follow the best practice, like giving the tags like this, easily you can manage the entire playbooks. You can manage the entire environment. Okay, so we can skip the tags also. Say that Ansible hyphen playbook, and then which one? Tags. So previously what we did, we used tags, and then what we did, we installed and we have run the task. So here what you can do is you can skip tags. Skip tags meaning whichever the tags, we need to write this code or dev team. We need to write all these things. Otherwise, why should I am teaching you? Dinesh? These playbooks, all these things we need to write. If you ask their developers to write, they'll show something, right? And that too, they'll say, "Are writing Java, Bava code, Python itself, we are dying here. You are coming and asking me to write playbooks. You flower, right?" Yeah. So here, skip tags, right? So what you do is, if you click on, if you use skip tags, let's say, for example, I'm skipping what here? Git. If you're skipping Git, what will happen? Except Git, all things will work. Understood? Huh? Let's try. See, directly it went to where? Uninstall Docker. So Docker is already uninstalled, right? And then that to here, Docker service will fail or not, obviously, because there is no service. So now you understand skip tags, and then you can use the tags also. You can skip the tags also. You can skip also here. For example, here, which one? Uh, Docker start. If I do this, that message will not come now, that error message, because you skipped the service. So understood tags concept online? CC, everyone please. Nice. And then you have something called variables. What? So variables we have learned in Jenkins already, right? In interviews, how they'll ask the questions. Huh? So in interviews, they'll ask the question similarly how I'm teaching. They'll ask like this. Uh, you can try Somalika, without that also it'll work. So for example, in Ansible, I ask, write a, or tell me how do you write a playbook, and then I want to run only particular task, not all the task. And which concept you choose? Tags. And what is the Ansible module that you use to start the service? Service. And what is the module to install? M. And what is the module to print? Messages. So this is how they will be asking it. And they'll ask to how to install or how to run the packages, how to install the packages or software in multiple machines. M modules, right? Okay, so what is the variable? What is variable? Variable where it holds a value. So now here also what we can do is there are two types of variables here. Static variable, dynamic variable. Say that. Static variable and then dynamic variable. So static variable and dynamic variable. Static meaning where we mention directly in the playbook that A is equal to that value. Variable name can be anything or not. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2. Can I also, instead of A, can I put number is equal to 1, number is equal to 2? Your variable names can be anything. So you are statically putting that variable inside the playbook. That is called static variable. Dynamic meaning is it is not only particular value, it can be changing. The values can be changed. I'll show you here both the static variables and then dynamic variables. Okay, now, so let's go with the static variables concept first. Let's create a playbook and I want to install Git and then Maven. Okay. Uh, so did we remove the Git? Removed, huh? Tell me the IDOC command to remove. Ansible, all, -a, m, remove, git, and then Docker. Only these two, right? Because we are doing on the same machine again and again, no? So, Anna. It is there. Docker is not there. Okay. So what do we do? If you are bad, I'm your dad. Chalo. Okay. Okay. So let's go and write and I call it as variable dot. Yeah. Go ahead. Dash dash dash. Name. What is this about? Which variable? Static variables playbook. Okay. Here. Host all. And then become yes. And then here, what we can do is, I told you about this is related to variables. What's that? Variables. So here we have a call something called vars or vars, whichever it is. And you can write a variable here. Say, for example, variable A. Which one you want to assign? Git. Variable uh, variable B. Which one you'll assign? Maven. You can put Maven, Docker, whichever you want. Assign the whichever the variables it is. Okay. Next, go for what? Task or normal thing. Tell me how to do it now. Name, installing Git. Next module. M. Name is equal to name is equal to A. Understood? So here, but you need to put like this in A. Okay. And state is equal to present. Similarly, tell me again, installing Which one? Maven. M name B. Here state is equal to present. See the playbook now. So we have given the declare the variables on top, local variables, or we call it as static variables. So in Ansible, declare the variables. Yes ma, Sumalika. Let's go with the static, then I'll teach you dynamic. I know you guys are very interested, but let's go one by one, right? So we can declare static. So what is the playbook I'm teaching about here? Static variables. So you can mention the values directly here in the playbook, right? So now let's run the playbook. Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Vars. See, now it's installing Git. So installing Maven. Hmm? Done. Completed. So uninstall it again. If you want to uninstall, what do you need to do? So here you can use set command also. Here you write what? Absent. Here also write absent. So here Dinesh is saying that, sir, can I write here A comma B? If this syntax supports, it might work. Otherwise, let's do. Okay. Yes, you can, your wish, Somalika. Guys, here you can create one more variable called for state also. Can you write present absent? If you know, that is what programming skills. Now you are liking programming. After DevOps, you learn Java also. But Sumalika, yes, good. So here variables meaning it can hold any value. So simply what you do is here name is equal to, I put AB, state is equal to, you can write another variable called C and then call that C here in the place of absent. You can do, no issues. That's how you develop. If, okay. So Ansible, playbook, which one? Done, right? So it didn't say changed. Hmm? So for that reason, so what's that? Varza. So right, absent. Maven, right? M name state is equal to. Guys, you can search it, the syntaxes. Now it is changed. So that syntax issues may be single quotes or double quotes. You put it and try it out when you're doing practice. So it is uninstalling the Maven. But is it clear, guys, everyone, on the variables? Okay. So we have uninstalled. Online, is this clear now, everyone? So that is what variables? Static variables. Similarly, you can create what? Dynamic variables. Let's write one more. Dynamic vars dot YAML. Next, name. And what do we say here? Dynamic vars. Okay. Next, host, all, become. Yes. And then task. Var actually, that was when they were writing the static variables. But what I do is I'll define the variables here, but input I'll give it from outside. So for that, let's see. First here, what is that? Name, installing. Let's say for example, I'm not saying Git because user can input anything. So I call it as installing what? Package. Okay. And then here, M name is equal to, I'll put here what? A. What's the variable? A. And then state is equal to present. Similarly, name installing package M. What's the variable? I call it as B. State is equal to present. Now let's run it. Ansible hyphen playbook dynamic vars, and then here you need to put extra vars. Say that, right? So this is a thing that, and in double quotes, what is the A value that you want to provide? Which software you want me to install? Gita. Next, B is equal to, let's say, Maven. So it's your wish. Here, A value, B value can be your wish. This is called what? Dynamic variable. Guys, previously static variables meaning where we have given that values, variable values inside the playbook itself. But here, that variables can be anything. What is dynamic meaning? Changes. So it is your wish. A value you can give into Git, or you can give in Docker, you can give in Terraform, whichever that you want to install, install it. So can I? So this here, now it is installing here. That's why it's saying here installing package. Yes. So we are giving the, at the runtime, we are giving the, so this is called what here? Dynamic variables. So now it is installing first one, and then it's installing the Maven. Changed. Online, it is clear. You can send it later. How to uninstall? Said hyphen I, right? Which one here? Okay. Now, same thing. Now what will happen? It will uninstall. Very good, Dinesh. Okay. So is it clear? What are the things that we have learned? Huh? What did we learn till now? It is like I'm singing and you're listening around. So modules, right? So command modules we have used, and then later, first we did what we did first, Nginx deployment, right? And then we have learned about variables, command tags, variable tags. So variables also we have used, tags we have used, variables, variable, static variable, dynamic variables we have used, right? So now let me teach you loops. Sir, uh, sir, you're teaching coding, sir, for us, right? Loops. Say that. What is loop meaning generally? Continuously, right? So loops meaning here continuously. So let us, but I'll take it easy. No need to go with if while loops and that is all on Java and then C, C++. No. So here it is very simple. Loops. Hmm. Okay, next. Say name. Loops by loops. Loops playbook. Yeah. I'm developer also. Oh, we have doing so many things. All jujubis. Okay. See here. Generally, whenever you run a playbook, first it says gathering facts, right? What's that? Gathering facts. So what you can do is gathering facts. Imagine now I have only one client. That's how gathering facts you say only one. Imagine if you have 10 servers. First it will take time to gather the facts itself or not. If you don't want the gather facts, so what you can do, gather underscore facts, what should say? False. If you say gather facts false, then playbook will not get the facts. It will check, but it will not check whether the server is up or not. Directly will go and do it. If it works, it will work. Otherwise, no. Right? And then become yes. Okay. Next, what do we need to write here? Task. Hmm. So here, say, what is the task? What are things that we? So did we uninstall already? Install, right? So I call it as installing packages. Say that installing packages. What's the module that you use? Yeah, name is equal to. So previously we used what? Variables here. Here also we use variable. You can say here something called items. Say that. So item. What is that? Item. And then state is equal to what? Present. And then here we need to write with underscore items. Say that. And then you can give whichever that you want. What are the softwares that you want to install? Git, Docker, HTTPD, your wish. How many softwares that you want to write? And then what is that? Mavena. Chalo, dal do pura sab. Tree, duplicate. So because this is loop, right? So whichever and Java, whichever that you want to do it, run it. So what will happen here? So this task will execute installing package as the name you have given as what here? Item. It will go and refer this with items, and this Git will come here and it will install. So Docker will come here and then install. Right, man. HTTP will come here and it will install. Right, and then everything whatever you have given here with the loops, it will go and install everything in all the machines. Yeah, loop is within that is not only. Online. So how do you run this? Right? How do we run this here? Ansible hyphen playbook. Which one? Loops. So now, do you see this here? Directly went to the packaging loops, installing packages. So did it give the gathering facts here? No. So now slowly one by one, what it does, it will install everything. Done. Okay. It will gather the entire information. It will see simply, if I want to say, simply It is installed only, no? Where? Okay, gathering facts means simply it will check whether the server is up or not. Okay. See this here, items here, Git, Docker, HDB, Maven, treat this, everything is installed, changed here. Okay, I'll stop it here. Online, is this clear? Here, no classes, no oops here. Yes, you can use include tags, Dinesh. Clear, guys, everyone? Will you able to do this? Online? So I'll be sharing this to you, and then please go ahead and then do all these things. It will be really fun while doing it. And in the next class, we'll go with some other playbooks. Yeah. Okay. Super. Any questions? We still have Ansible. Ansible is not completed. I'll still teach Ansible, right? So we have handlers topics are there, conditions topics are there, and then we'll integrate Ansible also with Jenkins again. Picture abhi baki hai those. I'm not like others to complete this Ansible in 1 or 2 days. Definitely we'll work on few more days. It will not take so many days, so a few more days. Ansible. Okay. Super. Can you get the final CC for today, please? And I'll upload this in the Google Classroom. Please go ahead and then complete these practicals. And those who have pending practicals, please please complete all these things on the weekend. And Monday, you should have everything clear and clean, right? And Monday also will continue with the Ansible, right? After Ansible, which which tool next? Docker. We'll be jumping into microservices. Okay. Super. So that is all for today. Let's connect on Monday with the next topic. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.